Hey everybody, it's Tony. It's Friday. It's Tony the Free Man, and it's Friday. How are y'all? So Jen and I just got off a 2-day nutritional reboot, as I said in my little intro post. And so today is a day to eat clean with lots of flavor, and actually clean out the fridge. So I don't think I've ever made stuffed peppers. So I am making up this recipe on the fly. Inspired by a little bit by last night's dinner for the kids, but like just stuff I like to eat. So we're gonna throw it all together and see how it comes out. So it's like experiment with Tony Friday. So on the board, hey, had red peppers. They were on sale last week, so they're getting a little old. See, they're getting a little wrinkly. So what can you do with a pepper that's sitting around? And some mushrooms, and then kale that was in the fridge from the farmer's market, or from the farm share that's getting a little wilty, so it doesn't work well in salad, but we can do something with that. And as always, onions and garlic, and we'll have fun. So look, pepper to stuff. You want peppers that stand up and don't flop over.
Why? Oh, they need to stand up because they got to stay up.
They
like
need
that
to stand up
oven.
because they have to stand up in the oven.
Gotcha.
You just take off the top, and then you go around and take out the guts.
Okay.
Inside. The problem I usually have with stuffed peppers is the pepper is usually pretty bland, so I'm going to actually put salt and pepper inside.
Okay.
So a little salt and a little pepper, and then that's just going to wait for us for a little while. Don't throw away the top. That's good.
Just hanging out in the pan with olive oil.
It's just hanging out in the pan with a little olive oil.
Okay.
We're going to get to that in a second. So like I've got a big onion, probably too big of an onion, so we'll only use part of it. We'll use like quarter of a big onion, really small, and then slice it down like that so it's nice and fine. That's about all I need for one pepper for now, right? So a little bit of onion, and then the top of the pepper, because you can either stick it in hummus and eat it, or you can chop it up and throw it inside. It's like, you know, a vegetable stuffed with itself. Kind of neat. And then mushrooms.
Yeah.
If they're dirty, just wipe them off. Don't wash your mushrooms. It
Why
makes
not?
them soggy.
Okay.
They absorb water like
So you
little
just wipe
sponges.
them like with a dish
Wipe
towel
them
or a
with
paper
little
towel. or
paper
something.
towel if they've got a lot of dirt on them.
Okay.
And just chop, chop, chop. Like a strawberry, Jennifer. You know how to cut a strawberry, correct?
I don't know, do I?
Hey, if you're watching, if you're tuning in, hit us, say hi, leave a comment, hit the like button, let us know you're there, ask a question, because we love questions as we go along. So, a couple of mushrooms, because mushrooms are great for fall. And then, like I said, last week in the farm share, we got a big head of kale, and we ate some of it in salads, and I've been putting it in Ellie's wraps for school. Because kale is good for her because it's got a lot of iron in it.
Yeah.
And but after a while it gets a little mouchade, as my grandmother would say, a little mushy. So,
That doesn't look mushy.
well, that's the stem, but the leaves are a little. They're just soft.
wilty.
They're a little
Yeah.
wilty. They like the crunchiness has gone. So we're gonna. And kale is, I mean, it's good when you cook it down. It's a little bit like broccoli rabe. It's got that little bitterness to it.
I love kale.
Yeah, well, we eat a lot of kale. So look, all of this is we're gonna put that over.
Kale chips. Ellie makes kale chips.
Ellie does make kale chips every now and then. So we're just gonna bring all this over to the stove. So this is our base. So we're basically gonna make like a sausage stuffing
Okay.
without all the bad stuff.
Okay.
All right, so the onions and the mushrooms and the peppers start first.
So are we putting any protein in here?
Oh, we will. We'll get to it.
Okay. So I need some protein.
Oh yes, we definitely need protein today, especially after your class today. Here, we'll put some light on. All right, so these are just gonna cook them on high.
Gonna hang out. That's a nice new pan you got there.
This is a nice new. These are carbon steel pans that I found at where else? TJ Maxx. And they're awesome. They're naturally nonstick. They're a cousin to cast iron, but not so thick and heavy, so you can actually like flip with them.
Gotcha.
So pretend that this cooks down for like 10 minutes or so, right?
Okay.
And then we add the kale. We add the kale and let this all cook for a while because we want it to get really, really, don't mind the dirty drawer. Want it to get really, really soft. You want to cook it all the way down. Cook all the water out of the mushrooms. Like we're not stuffing these peppers with vegetables. We're going to stuff them with other stuff too. All right?
Yep. What's that in the back?
So in the back is quinoa. So
You
it's
already
just
cooked it, or it's left over?
pre-cooked. No, it's pre-cooked. I cooked it before. So look.
That's probably the smallest amount of quinoa you've ever made.
It is because I don't need a lot. I'm just it's a binder right now.
Gotcha.
Let me toss out these cleaning, do a little cleaning. All right. So that's all cooking. After about 20 minutes, it looks like that. It's all the way cooked down.
Okay.
Then you got a little cooked quinoa. So you could do like this. You could do way ahead. You could do it in the morning. You could do it the night before. Stick it in the fridge. But you want it cool. So that's why I did it earlier.
Okay.
I don't want to add raw meat to hot filling because
yeah.
that's just
Dangerous.
for you. So there's some cooked, cool quinoa. So quinoa is just like rice, right? It's 2 parts liquid, 1 part grain. So it was a cup of chicken stock because I wanted to give it a little flavor. And a half a cup of quinoa, and it cooked straight up. Boom, 20 minutes.
Straight up.
And you're done.
Okay.
And this is ground chicken,
Okay.
which we never used before. Ground chicken.
No, usually
and it's just
turkey.
chicken.
So what's the benefit of chicken versus turkey?
The benefit is that
A little fattier.
no. It's chicken thighs, exactly the same as turkey. The benefit is that it was 1 on sale, and 2 I accidentally grabbed it thinking it was turkey.
Okay
I got
then.
home and I went, "Hey, it's chicken!"
So it was not a strategic
So it
move.
was not a strategic move at all.
Okay.
So look, but you just mix in the chicken, right? So that was like 1/3 of a pound pack. A little more quinoa.
There you go.
And then this is just a little beaten egg as a
one?
binder. Well, that's
Not
1/3 of a
even
beaten egg. I had to do this before. And then this needs some spice. I didn't season any of that because I don't want to pull all the water out too fast.
Okay.
So this is fennel seed, which is, what all good sausage is made of,
Yeah.
and red pepper flake.
So you're kind of creating a sausage
I'm creating like a
flavor
sausage, and
without
then this-
using sausage.
This I
That's
used
that salt,
last night.
right?
This is the smoked sea salt. Is it fancy? Yes. Am I showing off with fancy ingredients? Yes. Do you need smoked sea salt? No. But it tastes really good.
And what's a good alternative? Just like Himalayan or something?
No,
like
just
that? Or
regular kosher salt right there. Boop.
Okay.
So that all gets mixed in with the egg. So now you basically got a sausage base or a meatball base or a meatloaf.
You can
base.
make meatballs out of that?
And that's what we're going to do with the
Healthy
leftovers.
meatballs.
Right, so that all gets
Kale
mixed
and
around.
pepper and yum.
Kale and pepper and mushrooms in there. Oh, you know what I didn't add? Was garlic.
Well.
Nothing.
It would not be Tony Makes Lunch without garlic,
Without
so
garlic.
let's
And you
get
know
on
what?
it.
I reached into the garlic bowl today and it was almost empty.
Yeah.
So we just do one little clove of garlic, minced up fine. All right. In he goes. Boop. Boop, boop. All right. So it all gets mixed around.
Yum.
Again, you can make this ahead now too and stick it in the fridge for however long you want. And then you take the pepper.
Well, not however long you want.
Well, for like if you need to make it the night before, if you
Like
want to
a
meal
day.
prep,
Yeah, exactly.
a day in advance, it is chicken. Yes,
Yeah.
as long as you cover it.
All
All right,
right.
so that gets shoved in.
Okay. And I suppose if you wanted to, you could put like a little goat cheese in there.
You
or
could put a
something.
little goat cheese. You could do this without the chicken. If you want to be vegetarian, just do it with quinoa and
Beans.
some black beans, saute down some sweet potato. Right? Now I'm banging this because there's all these little cups inside the
Get it
pepper,
nice and
and I
packed
want
in
it
there.
all in there. And we're gonna totally overstuff these, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Use it
How
all.
we roll here.
Right? Boom.
Yummy.
Goes into our cool little pan.
Okay.
Right? You don't have to do anything else to it. Goes right into an oven. Whoops, sliding around. At 400 degrees, and that'll take like 25 minutes, half an hour.
Okay.
You'll hear it start to sizzle.
Gotcha.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring it These are little presents for later.
Oh, what are they?
So again, it's Friday, which means yesterday we got our farm share basket, and in the farm. We'll save those for later. I'll make more. In the farm share this week, we got beets. So there's a beet.
I like
There's
beets. I
a
didn't
beet.
used to like beets. Because
Now
all
you
I
like
really
beets?
knew of beets was like the canned.
Roast canned beets. All right, so in fact, I was talking to Mary at the gym today, and she was like, because she had my bag of goodies that my father-in-law dropped off, and she was like, "Oh, you got beets in there." She was like, "I love beets, but I hate making them. They turn me all pink," which
You got
I
the
will be
garbage
pink by
open
the
right
end.
behind you.
What's that?
The garbage is.
So, how do you do a beet, right? So these came with the big long stems with the leaves on them. I chopped them off.
Yep.
I kept the leaves there in the fridge because we're going to cook those down another day and make yummy, like sauteed beet greens.
Okay.
You wash them as well as you can. I mean, they grow on the ground, so there's a lot of dirt on them. Get as much dirt as you can, and then, like you saw, just wrap them in tin foil, throw them in the oven for about an hour
Okay.
at like 400 degrees, and then I can
And then you cut
stick a
them up.
knife in, and it comes. You can tell
Soft
that they're
like a
done.
potato.
Soft like a potato. And then all you really need, once they're at this stage, is a paper towel.
Right, and it
Like
just
people,
all the
and
skin,
all the skin
wipes
just
right off.
wipes right off,
Nice.
like that. And you've got a perfectly roasted beet.
Okay.
Oh, here's one.
Delish.
Well, that's a yellow.
Cool. Looks like a rainbow.
So what are we going to do our stuffed peppers with? That was my big question today. Like, I want to make stuffed peppers, but I didn't want to like make such a huge amount. Like, the peppers themselves are good, but they need a little something with them. I didn't want to make a huge amount of food, so I didn't want to be like too carb heavy today after we reset.
Right.
So I thought, what about, since it's technically fall, but it still feels like summer out? Yes, my
Not today. Today feels cooler.
Yes, today feels cooler.
Yeah.
What about a nice arugula salad with a new salad dressing that I've never tried before? Like I
Oh,
said, it's a day of new things. So
Alrighty.
we're gonna make a tomato vinaigrette. Tomato. Take the top off. Cut it in half. Throw the whole thing in. Couple cloves of garlic. Boop. Smash it so I can get the shells.
Peel them up.
Yeah, like I said, I'm down to the nubbins of the garlic, so this would normally be like 1 clove, but it's like 4 of these little.
We gotta go buy.
Yes, I thought I had more, but apparently I used a lot this week. I used some last night. but-
Rashana Lorich says, anytime you want to come down to Virginia and cater my dinner, my kitchen is open.
I would love to come down to Virginia and cater your dinner. All right. To one.
I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. It's a cool name.
All right.
All right.
So, and then red wine vinegar. Oop. Oh, you know what I forgot? Mom's gonna like this because I put extra vinegar in it. Sorry.
Nani loves vinegar.
Yes, my mom makes salad that like makes your
It's like
eyes
so
go buggy
vinegary.
because it's so vinegary.
Yeah.
A little bit of dry mustard.
Okay.
That actually helps. Dry mustard works as a binder. It helps emulsify the oil.
It doesn't end up too strong on the flavor.
No,
So how much dry mustard juice put in?
like a half a teaspoon.
Okay.
Salt. Pepper. As the Rolling Stones say, start me up. And then as it's going, you add the olive oil.
As it's going, why?
Because it emulsifies. Otherwise, the olive oil just...
So how much olive oil did you put
That's
in?
probably like 3 or 4 tablespoons. That's it. Ooh, that's good. Tomato-y. Tastes like tomato.
Nice.
And then, like I said, I was making Ellie's wraps last night for school. So I had a half an avocado left.
Yeah.
So we just take the pit out.
Ellie's in swim season, so she's suddenly eating healthy.
She's suddenly eating healthy, and she's like eating a lot.
Yeah.
So she's going to come home from swim before her big meet tonight, and like chow an entire dinner at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Before she heads up to the high school at 5.
Exactly right.
So we slice up some avocado. We've got some baby arugula. Let's do that. Like a little pile in the middle. Avocado. Beautiful. We got that little white onion from before, so I can slice that up really, really thin. Like so you can see through it. Because we don't want the onion to be too strong. And then we'll take our beets and just slice those. They're still hot, but that's okay. Put some beets around. Oh, look at those.
Good. Yummers. Ooh, they're steamy. It's so cool that we got different colors too.
Yeah.
Yes, his knife skills are on point. I still worry, especially when he sticks the knife into that avocado pit. He's gonna hit his hand.
Hey, like I said, I prepped. I actually did it.
Look at that.
So those are the peppers.
Done?
These are what happens when they're done. Look, they're juicy inside. And you can feel like it's solid all the way through, so that means that the chicken's already cooked. All the way cooked. But if I wanted to test, I would take my little thermometer and stick it in the middle.
Make sure it goes up to what? What do we want? Like 170?
180.
180 for poultry?
180 for poultry. It's getting there.
Okay. Is it ready?
Yeah,
Maybe a little bit longer, huh?
No, they're good. Yeah, they're good. I can also tell by my lip. So we take our salad like this, right on our dirty board. Let's switch it. There you go. It's lunch. A little bit of tomato vinaigrette around the outside so it doesn't it's arugula, so it's pretty delicate, and it will turn. Oh, there's little chunks of tomato in there. You don't need much dressing.
Yeah, Prashana says she wishes you could cater her lunch right now. Do you see it? I know.
Well,
I'm not bummed that he's back at home. I'll just have to throw that out there. 'Cause, my lunch has consisted generally of what Tony.
Cucumbers and hard-boiled eggs.
Exactly. For about a year and a half now. So
look, we just. Oh yeah, I'm like this. Tomato vinaigrette smells really, really good. I'm sorry that you folks out there can't smell this, but it's all getting there. Oops, I lost a piece. Yes, not even love it. It's a little vinegary, but
yeah,
it's good because it's like the peppers are a little rich. Not too bad. You just make a big pile of salad. Make sure we get some
get
onions.
lots of beets in there.
Get lots of beets in there, and there they are. They're tucked underneath.
Yeah, I'll color coordinated with the pepper.
And you take the pepper like that. You stick it right on top. Now, I did the peppers hot at like 400 degrees because I wanted to get a little char on them. Like I said,
how long did you said about 25 minutes?
It took like a half an hour, and then I threw them into that oven on warm just to hold them while we were doing the show.
Somebody needs you to list the ingredients in the vinaigrette. Can you do that one more time?
Yes. So it's a couple cloves of garlic, a whole plum tomato, just sliced in half. Throw it in. A couple cloves of garlic, salt, pepper, about a teaspoon of dry mustard, or you could use Dijon if you have it in the fridge. Red wine vinegar.
How much red wine vinegar?
So let's say 4 tablespoons of red wine vinegar and about equal parts of olive oil, all spun in a blender.
Gotcha.
And that's it. It's done.
Okay.
So we're gonna go eat and enjoy it.
We are. Check it out, people.
I'm gonna take my leftover stuffing and make meatballs for little snacks.
Okay.
For later.
Sounds good.
You all have a good Friday. Next week, I'm going to start posting videos up on YouTube. Now that I have some time in my schedule. So, ta-da! It's Tony Makes Lunch. See you later.
See you later, guys.